The name's Strife. Who's asking? Yeah. It's nice to see you too. Should I know who you are? Friends with Tifa and Aerith. Definitely didn't expect that combination. Still, that doesn't explain why you're looking for me. I haven't had anything to do with their business in a while. Nothing personal, but you seem to be more in my business than you should. Do yourself a favor and stay away from me. I'm only warning you for your own good. Trust me, it's nothing personal. Everything I do, it's the life of a soldier. Well, an ex-soldier. You're aware of Avalanche? Yeah. And I helped them. It doesn't change who I am. I did it for the money at first. But now everything's different. After we went our separate ways, I solved the whole problem with Shinra. Things just weren't the same. So you telling me you know them doesn't really change anything. Listen, if that's all you had to say, then we're through. We're going our separate ways. See ya. Why are you in front of me? Is there something you're not telling me? Ah, so that was it. Expecting me to help you. Look, just because I helped them, doesn't mean I'm just a free mercenary now. Wouldn't be able to survive that way. Especially not as a wandering one. You're not gonna take no for an answer, are you? You know what? Fine. You don't want to take no for an answer, then what's your price? I'll treat you like a client, and we can travel. That is what your goal is, right? What is it you want killed? Better not be a human. Unless it's someone like Shinra. I'm not interested. Killing people has too many strings attached. I'll stick to killing monsters, thank you. Is that it? That's all you got. Damn. This whole situation must have hit you pretty bad. If you think you can buy me for that. And again, I need all the help I can get. 200 gil is something. So fine. Mind telling me the details? We'll be en route. And if anything goes wrong, I have your back. I take my contracts very serious. You're awfully curious for someone just hiring a mercenary. Mind telling me why? Next thing you're gonna tell me that you're attracted to me. That is a joke, right? Well, I guess sharing information isn't all bad, but how am I supposed to react? I've never had someone be so direct, and hell, even the one that didn't really get a chance to. No, nothing tragic or anything like that. Just didn't work out. Let me put it simply. I'm a soldier. Soldiers don't really have time for love. They don't have time to catch feelings for someone. Because missions come first. You sell your soul in order to be stronger. And you keep on pursuing that. I'm good at combat, not at kisses. I'm just trying to give you a heads up with all this. If I didn't, how could I be a professional about this? If I gave you false hope, it would be wrong of me. Yeah. I know what it's like to have lost someone. I've lost a lot of people. Not just companions who are also soldiers, but people who never deserved to die. And maybe some that did, but that didn't sit well with me. I don't really like life and death, but it's what I've been thrown into. It's what I need to do in order to survive, just like everyone else out here. The difference is I might just be the most confused out of everyone. Life can be simple, yeah. But what's the purpose beyond it? I thought I knew why I wanted to exist, why I wanted to help Avalanche. But then I just created another monster. The monster of my own indifference. I kept everyone at arm's length, and that was what was my undoing. I know it's not too late to change, but in some ways it is. The me that you see right here isn't just some simpleton, no. In fact, I kind of wish I was. But I can't be. Because if I give up on that, if I just accept myself where I'm at, nothing changes. I'll just be stuck here, wandering. And then what? Die of cellular degeneration like the rest of the soldiers? I don't think so. I don't want that to be my legacy. The time I've been given may not be the most, but I want to make something great of it. I just haven't really understood what I want to do. Haven't pinpointed it. That may seem strange to you, but I promise it's the only way I've ever known. Trial and error. Practice. You think love works that way? Not in my experience. Everyone around me seems to be so acquainted with it. It's almost disheartening when they realize they see it in my eyes. I only know how to take lives. I don't know how to give it. To share my own. That's more intimidating than facing down a Ultima weapon or something. Personally, I don't get it. How people do it. How you were able to just tell me I was attractive. That's brave, in a way I'm not sure I could be. You think I should try? Well then, I guess I'll try from what I've learned. It's the least I could do. And if nothing else, it passes time. We've got a long way to walk, so here goes nothing. You've got some beautiful eyes, son. They're really vivid. No, that didn't sound right, did it? Look, I'm telling you, this isn't my forte. I should just shut up and keep walking. Fine. You want me to try again? You have a very, very nice proportion to your face. No, your face. It wasn't meant to be. No. Now listen to me. I'm not that kind of guy. This is why it's so difficult. I try and be as blunt and direct to the point as possible. But here I am making a mess of it. It's ironic, isn't it? People always want to be strong. But they don't understand once you're there. It's kind of disorienting. I'm strong enough to take on a dragon, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm weak enough to be taken down by a compliment. It's definitely not the best feeling. You probably understand, though. Maybe not in the same way. But just like that dragon peering down at me, doesn't quite scare me. Perhaps you saying how attractive I was doesn't faze you at all. Words are their own weapons, and I'm not sure how to use mine. You think I should use my own style? Is there such a thing as a combat compliment? As far as I know, no. You've got good muscles, or you have a nice frame for dodging? No. See what I'm saying? It doesn't really flow that way. No matter how I want it to. It just doesn't come out right. Compliments seem kind of pointless in my brain. I guess I don't know how to turn the soldier off. But maybe I could learn. Maybe I want to learn. Even if it would make me weaker. Maybe shift some of that fear of words into fear of dragon like it used to be. No. It's not that easy. It really isn't. But at least I gave you a laugh, I guess. Never thought a 200 gil client would be so invested in me. Did you really need to hire me? Is that what it is? Or did you just want to take me on a walk somewhere? This isn't some kind of elaborate trap, is it? Because you'll be disappointed, I promise you. This sword isn't just for show. Somehow I trust you, which is strange. Usually I suck at judging people, until they're showing their killing intent. Then it's pretty easy to find out. You just react. Everything is cause and reaction. What do you mean love is the same? Yeah, I understand the physical implications, but as someone who hasn't really experienced it, how would I tell the differences? Do you just mean a difference in heart rate, flushing of cheeks, quivering of lips, that kind of thing? Now I'm curious. Are you trying to insinuate that I have that effect on you? Huh. Guess you can be kinda cute, if that's the right word for it. I wonder what it is. There's been people who always try and say these things to me. But somehow you broke through it. To actually make me feel something. Even if it's a fleeting moment. I'm kind of grateful for that. Maybe that's why people like it. It gives a rush. A feeling of being alive. That's something that I sometimes wonder if I truly grasp or like. Do I want to live? Do I need to? There's always a justification for it. And yet I don't really know. I don't know why I do. It just seems like this big convoluted mess. Not that I hate life. It's just I never felt like my place was anything more than a weapon. And I still feel that way. In truth, I got exactly what I wished for. Perhaps I'm the perfect moniker of be careful what you wish for. You might just get it. That's exactly what happened to me. It's funny. I've said more words to you than I have in a month. People just usually avoid me. The big sword or the soldier eyes. One or the other will scare them away. Maybe you're right. I need to think about it in a different way. Try something new. Deal. After all this, maybe we can get a drink or something. I'm not entirely sure what to do, but might as well try something. Instead of being apathetic all the time. You are a pain in the ass, aren't you? Good thing you are, though. Might take a pain in the ass to figure things out. That probably came out wrong. Look, if you're gonna hang around me, you best at least prepare for me to be miserably bad at words. Luckily, we each could teach a thing or two to the other. Maybe we could make a trade. I teach you how to fight. You teach me how to have something besides fighting. What is it you do? Interesting. Might I ask your name? Yeah, you seem to know mine already, so. Nice name. I'm not one to comment on things like that, but I'll remember it. It's a name I think I couldn't forget. I like that about it. It's just the right amount of unique. Just in case I didn't make it clear enough, or you suddenly got amnesia. The name's Strife, the notorious outlaw turned war hero. But that's just the surface of it. Not a lot of people understand what it was like before Shinra was taken down. It just wasn't the same. Life was different. The planet was dying. And here we are now, pretending nothing ever happened at all. And back at ground zero. It feels surreal, you know. A year passed like it was nothing. Everything spread out. Everything became more normal. Almost too normal. To the point where even a soldier like me, no, I should say ex-soldier, is thinking about normal things. That might be a first in my entire life. Back when I was with my friend Tifa. You said you know her, so I'm assuming you understand how she is. Pushy. Forceful. A whole bag of mess. Opposites. That's what I'd call us. We never really saw eye to eye on things. But then at the oddest moments, we'd find something to see in the other one. I guess she's the closest thing I feel to family. It's an odd camaraderie, even to this day. But then again, I'm talking to an almost complete stranger. That's a new one for me. Not saying that you're a bad stranger. In fact, as far as strangers go, you definitely take the cake for easiest to talk to. I would have said someone else, but you managed to hold my conversation and make me say about 500 more words than I ever thought I would. It's not really about the job anymore. So, congratulations. If that was your goal, that is. What's your story? I feel like I've been doing most of the talking. I want to get to know you. Yeah, it's embarrassing to say, but I'm curious. You seem like such a unique person. I've never met someone like you. Oh, you came from over there. Reminds me of Jesse in a way. No, I have nothing against those who were raised in the good areas. In fact, it's almost better. Even if they were in denial, they never really did that much wrong. They probably thought they were doing the right thing to the bitter end. Misinformation. And now they are. They're doing the right thing, finally. At least by my book. Yeah. I know there's a lot of naysayers in terms of how things are now. The slums don't exactly get along with the middle class. But that doesn't change the fact that Shinra is gone. The world is not the same. The difference between people isn't so different. A little slum rat like me can be one of the best soldiers in history. Or at least I'm told. And you can be one of the most charismatic, easy to talk to people I've ever met from there. Though I think Jesse might give you a run for your money if you're not careful. I'd still give you a 10 out of 10. Maybe Jesse an 8. What? Harsh critic? Well, she can be a bit more pushy. And as for you, you might just be the right amount. Just right, actually. Yeah. It's impressive. You managed to hold a conversation with someone with 0 social skills. Oh, I guess I'm better than I used to be. It's saying something. That charisma of yours, it's a dangerous weapon. I'm glad you're on my side. At least for now. So, mind telling me why it was that easy? You could have easily done that yourself. It doesn't take a combat expert to know you know your stuff. At least enough for them. They aren't even dangerous to a normal adventurer. So why me? So it really was just a convoluted way for you to talk to me? You must really have the hots for me then. And then again, maybe you're the best person to teach me what that really means. Sorry, I just don't know. Again, I understand it from a fundamental standpoint, obviously. I know what the implications are. I just don't know how to quantify it into feelings. Sure, you gave me some feelings earlier, but they usually fade. Wonder if it's what they did to me. The Mako and whatnot. It's hard to say what changes about us soldiers. The only thing I can say is, right now, I do feel something for you. Which is more than I can say for really anyone. It's strange. I've known you for a fraction of the time, but you're the first person that I've actually felt something for. At least beyond basic caring. I'm not heartless. But feelings and emotions, they're not my forte. There's something that feels so distant, quite far away. I'm just not sure how to stop them, or start them for that matter. Usually if I'm angry, or sad, or frustrated, or happy, it's subtle and it goes away quick. Which is probably why I could never justify returning the feelings of any admirer. Even those I knew well. Those who tried so hard. I just couldn't. It wouldn't be fair to them. Yeah. Maybe it's not perfect, but if I just gave in to it, and the feelings went away, wouldn't that be worse? Nah. You're reckless. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Personally, I don't really like recklessness. At least for myself. I can be pretty cocky. But I consider that a fault. As for you, you wear it differently. I guess you could say it hits differently. That feeling. I think I do feel something. Or maybe it's the alcohol talking. I wonder what it means. All this. Then again, when was I one to hesitate? Listen, why don't you try and teach me? Maybe I can learn something from you. God, this sounds so terrible. Look, I don't know the first thing about this, or why I have feelings for you. But I still want to feel something, and if I keep going like this, if I'm as stubborn as Barrett, it's just going to end up bad. I don't have his empathy or understanding of people. It would go real bad if I never learn. So this is my convoluted way of asking if you'd be willing to be patient with me. Help me understand myself. Then again, you don't very much look the patient type. So I'm going to guess you're probably planning something crazy. Right? Well, lucky for you. I may have patience, but recklessness tends to be my second nature. You're the last person I want to hear that from. You saying for me to be less reckless? Do you realize all the things that could have been wrong? Never mind. Maybe that's part of your charm. Reckless abandonment, seduction, something along those lines. What? I was studying you. And for better or worse, I only had you to talk to for the past half day. What's a change? Now that we've got other distractions, I still want to know more about you. I want to know why you find me attractive. I also want to know what you mean when you say you like me. You barely know me, yet somehow it feels like you actually do. It's confusing. Very confusing. Hell, it feels like you're looking through my brain, picking it apart. You have a very deliberate way of talking. Maybe that's why. That charisma. It makes people melt. If I wasn't a trained soldier, well, ex-soldier, I might have lost myself to you already. Or maybe I did. I just don't know it yet. Welcome to my humble abode. This is where you wanted to go, right? Could you have made your intentions any more clear? No, I'm not complaining. Not even slightly. There's no point. After all, I invited this. I invited you. I wanted to get to know you as well. And you've already made me feel. Which was the whole goal of all this. So, why don't we seal our contract? Normally, if I was being formal, I'd have you sign something. But right now, I think it might be proper if we did something less formal. Those formalities got me into this. But perhaps your charisma and spontaneousness can get me out of it. Well, out of what exactly? That is the question. Well, you're definitely blunt. Though I suppose I could be persuaded to part with them, if you part with your own. What? Was my observation wrong? Isn't this how you'd handle a situation like this? Mutual benefits? Something like that? You definitely just kissed me. That's something. Never knew a kiss could hold such power. Are you sure there's no materia in your gums or something? Well, could have fooled me. You know, I was going to say how you're full of yourself, but I guess you can say you're full of me now. Nothing too much. Just I thought we became more like each other. Other than the literal implications. What? Gonna complain about me learning from you. If you don't want me to build bad habits, you better lead by example. As for you, we're gonna have to work on your physique if you're gonna be a fighter. Any reason you want to learn it? Well, if you change your mind, I don't mind being your own personal bodyguard sometimes. Maybe we can go hunt things, be bounty hunters. Just no people. I'd prefer to avoid ever being like them. Then again, hunting bad guys doesn't sound so bad either. Maybe not just monsters. If we can do some real good. It'd feel good. Not as good as just now, but still. I'm afraid I don't see it. That end of the road. Mostly because I don't know you through and through yet. Though I guess your first lesson was pretty eye-opening. Perhaps I do have more normal feelings than I let myself. I conditioned them out of myself for a while. It might have been my own making. I was so fixated on being like Sephiroth, I lost track of what it means to be human. Even if in a way, I never was like everyone else. I was born to be a soldier. And now I'm an ex-soldier. What do you know? Isn't it funny how life treats you sometimes? You find those diamonds in the rough whenever you don't expect it. I found you. Or I guess you found me. By almost pure chance. What an amazing world. I can go from risking my life every day to change the world to risking my life every day to kiss you. Make you mine. Maybe even give you my last name. I trust you wouldn't mind too much. Especially judging by your physical reaction. Cause and reaction, isn't it? You're the exact person that agreed with me, so don't disagree now. Though your arguments are pretty cute. A lot of you is. Don't see it? Don't care. Maybe I don't see what you see in me. Maybe we'll never see eye to eye. And maybe we don't have to. Maybe everything doesn't have to be so cut and dry for us to get along. Maybe I should have made more compromises. But better late than never. Better kissing you than being all on my lonesome. Go figure. I'm not immune to being lonely. But go figure. I think I found the perfect distraction from that. You. That's right. Maybe I'm just a tad addicted to this. So if you created a monster, you better take responsibility. So, I guess we'll call you my other half for now. My teacher doesn't sound right. So I just figured I'll call you whatever comes to mind. You kinda remind me of a tulip. Huh. Not sure why. In truth, I don't really have a reason. Maybe just you're so colorful and charismatic. People have to look at you. And maybe I don't want them to. Maybe I want to be the only one.